Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't shoot. We're not shooting this till after the video. Watch the video, find out some cool history on this, then watch me and Caden shoot this. You're going to love it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Another great day. Got the car stuff finished. Caden, I'm tired, man.
Hey, me too, Chris. I'm tired.
I am.
Even though I got up like 3 hours ago.
These IT guys, they all work night shift. Well, they all play on at night shift, and I don't even try to reach out to Caden until after 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm a creature of the night. I'm probably not going to be up if you try to get to me before noon.
What time did you go to bed this morning? 9:30.
No, I went to bed pretty early. I went to bed about 7:38.
Oh, okay. See, I'd already been up and had drinking my first pot of coffee.
I was still working on editing one of your videos, Chris.
Thanks, Caden, for all you do here. I'm probably the smallest gun tubing channel on YouTube, and I've got almost a full-on production with like a few hundred subscribers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got a great show in front of us. We've got another special treat. We've got the the bastard of 1911 firearms.
This is a Tokarev, and this is my Tokarev, more importantly. I love this gun. It's got a rich history. It's a Soviet design. You want to hop right into the design, Chris? You got anything else you want to prelude?
I'm tapping out at this point. You go ahead and talk about this Tokarev. It's a pretty sweet. We shot this a few minutes ago. We'll get into that after you talk some of the specs and some of the history on that. Then we're going to talk about some shooting.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So this is a Tokarev pistol. You could also call it a TT-33. I think that's the official designation. It was adopted by the Soviet military in the early 30s. It was designed by a guy named Fyodor Tokarev, hence the name.
I remember him.
Like from back in the day, like you were friends with him, or
no, nothing like that. I dated a girl that might have been a pen pal with one of his. I don't know. I don't remember, but I have heard. I'm familiar with that name. But
so this gun was designed to replace the Nagant revolver, the Nagant M1895.
Was it a piece of crap like a rifle?
Actually, the Nagant revolver was. You love talking crap about my Nagant rifle. Well, which they're great. And Chris doesn't appreciate that. But no, the Nagant revolver was cool. Have you ever seen one, Chris? Because when you fire the revolver, the cylinder presses forward to seal with the barrel, and you can suppress those.
Okay, I do know. Since you just mentioned that, hey, I know a few guns. I don't know all of them. I actually was reading something on that a couple of weeks ago. I was reading up on suppressors, and they was talking about probably the best, the OG of firearms to suppress in the revolver category. And you're right, that was the gun. I can't remember nothing.
But yeah, those are really cool because you can't really suppress any other revolvers because of the gap between the cylinder and the barrel. But anyway, this is a Tokarev pistol. It was designed with in mind the 7.62 by 25 Tokarev. It's kind of like the original 5.7 by 28. It's like the original armor-piercing pistol round because it was so quick. I'll probably put a figure up here about how fast they actually shoot. I don't remember it offhand, what kind of FPS you pump out. But yeah, they were adopted by the Soviet Union. They were used throughout the Second World War, or I think they call it the Great Patriotic War over there, which is a great name for it. That's a good name for a war.
It is.
Chris mentioned earlier that these are kind of like a 1911. If you put them side by side to one another, you'll see where the design influences come from. It's like a slimmer 1911. It takes down the same way. All of the parts are in the same positions. Like the slide lock even looks exactly the same. It's got a thumb safety up by the barrel.
Yeah. When we was outside firing this, if I had just if I had this in one hand and had a 1911 in my left hand, and I put a blindfold on and I spin in circles and did some cartwheels, all jokes aside, you can tell by feeling these that they've had some influence from John Moses Browning.
Yeah, absolutely. And so these guns are really cool, Chris. They were used in not only the Second World War, but they're still being used today in by insurgent groups. I don't think they're the official adopted military pistol of any countries now. Maybe some ex-Soviet country that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
But these are used all over the globe just because there were so many made. They're still being used in Iraq and Afghanistan, Iran, Yemen, Syria, any place that you could think of that you probably shouldn't travel to on holiday, then this is probably being used there.
Where did this gun come from?
Chris, I can't tell you where I got this one from.
Some of that spy stuff he's talking about.
But no, I bought this gun years ago. I bought it from a guy in a parking lot back when arms list was still a thing. And
Heck yeah.
Yeah, back when we didn't have to do background checks for everything, and back when I didn't have to give him money every time I wanted to buy a gun from somebody.
Kid, we'll buy Tokarev.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Did he have an eye patch on?
No, he didn't have an eye patch on, but he did have a face tattoo above his eye.
Maybe a turban.
But yeah, I gave like $200 for this gun. It very well could have been used in a murder or something like that. Maybe I should cut that part out of the video.
You know, make $10.
But I've never checked the serial number on it or had the police check the serial number.
I'm sure it's fine. We shot it and my hand's not burning. So
yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, it doesn't feel hot.
No.
But yeah, these were used in tons of movies and video games as well. If you've seen a World War II movie or a video game, you've probably seen this pistol. They're really sweet. It was in a bunch of Call of Duty games. It was in a couple of the James Bond movies. Do you know
that's where I'm recognizing that gun, Call of Duty, Black Ops.
Yeah, it was
Gotta
probably
be Black Ops. That's a Black Ops gun.
Yeah, you could probably get this in Zombies, which I know you're fond of.
Love my Black Ops Zombies 1 and 2.
But yeah, it's in tons of pop culture just because it was the adopted Russian pistol, Soviet pistol in World War II. And because of that, they're still around and relatively common. The ammo is kind of hard to find. You're not going to walk into a Cabela's or a Bass Pro or something and walk out with a box of this. Most likely, they might have a box or two, but it's hard to find. Can't really find the ammo for it. Got to order it online.
You may have to track down someone in the parking lot and buy it, out of the back of a van or something.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to tell you what a great deal I got on this gun, Chris. I paid $200 for this thing like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I said a second ago. You want to make $10? I will give you $210 for it right now.
Will you really?
I probably would.
I mean, a $200 gun, just about any gun for $200 is a pretty good deal.
And we shot this. I had never been around one. We fired this at the range here a few minutes ago, and it's with the weight of this gun. This isn't a hard gun to shoot.
No, it's a sweet shooter. I like the sights on it. The sights are. I wonder if I can get that on camera. I'm going to do it real quick here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to make sure this gun is clear.
Don't shoot my audience. My wife might get mad if you shoot the only other person that watches.
I'm going to see if I can get this up in the camera here. The sights have a big rear notch on them there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to get lined up with them. I like this gun a lot. You can see the I just flagged Chris pretty bad there. You can see the design influence from the 1911. Because look at this magazine right here. What does that look like, Chris?
It looks like a 1911 magazine.
In fact, I have got this confused with my 1911 magazines.
Oh, that's no doubt.
Yeah.
If you had do you have a 1911 and 9mm?
No, I don't. I've got a 45 and a 10 mil.
Okay, yeah, I knew you had those two, but yeah, if you had a say a Springfield or something like that, or a 1911 type handgun and 9mm, I could see one easily getting kind of I got the wrong make.
Yeah, I mean, there's been multiple occasions where I've tried to shove a 45 round into this thing before, and it just
it'll fit.
No, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it just won't chamber. I'll make it fit.
But yeah, you can see it's pretty much like a Soviet 1911.
Yeah, and like I said, really pleasurable to shoot. Actually, probably pretty good gun. It feels rock solid. I mean, it's well made, feels good in the hand. I liked it.
Now, I've been wrong once or twice before, and but about ready to go, Chris? Chris over here forgot to silence all of his phones in the building before we started filming.
That was a running joke I used to have when I was filming at over at the garage shop. Almost every time I was doing an unboxing video, the phone would ring, my driveway monitor would go off. It was in almost all of my earlier videos, and then I would start unplugging the phone, and they were several times I would forget to plug it back up, and I'm a full, almost I'm a 70% service station, and it'd get 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't get no phone calls, and it's like, wonder why. Phone's unplugged.
I had a point I was going to make about this gun, and I can't remember what it was.
The last thing I remember you saying was "but," and then the phone started dinging.
Oh shit! So I've been wrong once or twice, Chris. You may very well know. And these guns, I'm pretty sure that in the old Soviet manuals, like teaching how to shoot these things, that they told you to shoot it one-handed. And that's how I shoot it. It feels really comfortable.
Yeah, I shot it one-handed. It didn't feel too bad. I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's such a thin gun. It actually feels kind of weird to get both of your hands on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the grip's so slim. I mean, the grip's barely bigger than it's probably the size of two of these magazines fit together.
You know, I don't know what these right here go for now across the board as far as money wise, but I could see this being an obscure carry piece. I mean, you're definitely, if you go out with your friends or if you're with some of your buddies, you're going to be kind of different and kind of cool at the same time. It's a really interesting firearm.
I've carried this gun before. I have a holster for it, and it fits just because it's so slim. It fits really well. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of long. It's about the length of a 1911, but I have a bigger frame to work with, and so it conceals on me really well.
What are you saying?
Saying that you should get one of these guns and carry it every single day.
I'm small frame, but oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be comfortable, very comfortable to conceal carry. It wouldn't be bad.
Hmm. So I really like this gun. I hate that I'm gonna have to give it up whenever Chris told me he's gonna pay me $2,000 for it, and so that's a shame. But hey, I got to make the money where I can.
We didn't do any paperwork on that, did we? But anyway,
You got anything else?
I think I'm done.
All right.
Like always, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe. Force your neighbor to subscribe. Everybody you know, twist their arm, pull their hair. Don't care what you have to do. Make them subscribe. Even though we're the smallest gun tubing channel out there, I'm not even going to tell you we're the best. Thanks for watching, guys. And I love communism. Shot low, bud. And safe. For freedom. Yeah, you shot that before. Hold on a second.
Hey, you're ready whenever.
For freedom.
Yeah, try it one-handed there.
It shoots good until it's empty. Ready?
Action.
It's like I pulled them all.
I guess that would count if we was in the Soviet.